Hey guys, what's up? Quick update. I'm gonna start this off by saying that I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I say here is an indication for you to buy or sell anything. All this is a documentation of my own personal trading journey. Okay. Now, with that being said, I did buy something new. I'm not gonna tell you the specific things that I sold options on right now. I'll probably tell you later on in another video, just to keep this like simple, less complicated. Um, But basically, I went back in and I had to go pick up Tesla again. Okay. And the reasoning why is just because, I know what you're hearing. Everything looks bad. Inflation, or jobs numbers, whatever anybody's saying right now. I understand that. However, you know, you already know how I stand on what I think is going to happen with this market. I don't see anything really staying sideways for a long period of time, like maybe 2 to 3 more months. It's either gonna go one way or the other, okay? Um, and I think it's gonna go up. So, that's kind of why I've been buying everything that I told you I've been buying. But anyway, right now I went to go pick up Tesla call options for about a year out, right? The price, I believe, was 720 strike, about a year out. The chart pattern on that, I'm okay. It sounds crazy, but yes, it does look like it can go to about 800. How long? I don't know. That's why I bought them a year out. They don't exactly have to go up there to that number specifically, like in value. So when I say 720 call option, right? That's basically like the stock trades right now around probably 389, $387, $387. So that would be double its price from where it's at right now. Only thing I can tell you is the chart pattern definitely tells me that it can do that. So that's why we're there. Hershey's, same way. I don't know anything about Hershey's. I know that they're a chocolate company, but I see them as like Ford. Okay, I see them as like Coca-Cola to a lesser degree, but consistency. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not worried about putting a large chunk of money into there. Okay, if it looks good, only if it looks good. I'm only in Hershey's until I'm not in Hershey's. I think it's trading at 188, 189, and again because of a chart pattern, there's a cup and handle, I think. But anyway, it takes it up to around 225. I got a call for 220. J.P. Morgan came out and they actually raised their price target from 189 to 215. So there we go. As far as crypto wise, I'll just tell you real quick. That's all I have for my stock stuff. I like those plays. I did sell off on. Oh yeah, I told you I'm not gonna talk about that later. My God, crypto. Yeah. So I told you what we need. Okay, we need crypto, the price of Bitcoin, right? Above 93,000, maybe like a day or a couple of days to a week, where it just chills in the range of 93, like high uppers, 93.6, 93.7, 93.8, whatever, right? Or 94 or higher, it doesn't matter. Before we get confirmation that, okay, continuation to that way. And vice versa, if you look at the chart, if the price of Bitcoin goes down to where it was previously just at like 80,000, 9 times out of 10, the next place that it's about to go is around like 73,000 to 76, 78,000. Okay, so just look for that. Now, as far as what does this mean for the stuff that I hold, because I hold crypto, if Bitcoin goes down like in price, then yes, other crypto will go down with it too. Just like if it goes up, it tends to bring everything else up. So yes, XRP's value would probably go down in the short term. Would go down in the short term, definitely. Um, am I planning on selling anything of that and like, oh, let me go scoop it up at the bottom? Can you do that? Sure. I'm not a financial advisor, okay? But even if I was, I'm not doing that, okay? And I wouldn't tell you to do that. Not with that. There's some things that you do that with. It would depend on you. It would depend on you. Because me personally, that's that is my play. Everything I get from every other play, that goes to that play. It all goes back to XRP and Ford. Okay. 76, 70,000, 73,000 Bitcoin. XRP is up to you. I wouldn't. Trying to make sure I got everything here. Should be good. The bill. So I don't know if I think we talked about XRP finally, or Ripple being able to become a charter bank. Okay, so those are the beginning stages. Now you still need laws to allow them to basically operate. Okay. And those laws, everybody thought they were going to get marked up by the Senate before Christmas time, before the end of this month, before they leave. It's not going to happen. First quarter of 2026. So we'll see after Christmas. Around January or whenever these guys come back is when they'll start talking about the laws again. But it's literally right there. Everything's right there. Everything's moving fantastic. Okay. Nobody is just, sometimes some people need to see things. Okay. They need to see things first before they, are a certain way already. But we're already there. Okay. So there's your update. I'll probably come over. I'll do one later on in the week if something changes or if I move something. All right. So.